All right, Shalom. We are the brothers from GMS New Orleans coming at you with another live lesson. As always, we'll give all praises, glory, infinite honors to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shah, Bashem, Rakakadash. Double honors once again to the elders apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations again to the hopeful elect out there. All right, Shalom. All right, this video is named Bad Company. All right, because and like I mean, this brother was talking in time past. And which inspired me to put this video together. Also, the brother from DC, the DC brother, really confirmed it in my spirit to go ahead and do it. He had made a video earlier, about an hour ago. We are supposed to be out. We're supposed to outgrow this world, which is true, right? When you become, all right, fully invested, well, you should be fully invested in this truth. All right, you're supposed to outgrow the world, the old ways, the old man. All right, you should be striving for the mastery of the scriptures. All right, you should be fully indulged in this truth, but some men don't. All right, some of you guys that and now, like I said, this is also dedicated to you younger brothers, man. All right, and when brothers are talking through experience, all right, talking through a great bit of experience when it comes to this subject, because we all, like I say, well, the elder apostles, other bishops, we all had to learn, and that's a blessing too. That we was put on a fast track to learn to do away with a lot of these different habits, man. All right, you shouldn't be in the midst, all right, of the industry. The people that are not in this truth, man. The indiscreet, the people that are basically 2/3, whether that be family members, whether that be so-called friends, or whether that just be a bunch of festivities around a bunch of heathen, man, and other people and other jakes that are not in this truth, man. All right, but
I got that for you. What you just said.
Yeah, go ahead.
This Sirach 27:12. It says, "If thou be among the indiscreet, observe the time, but be continually among men of understanding."
Yeah, I was saving that one for last, but hey, it came out. It came out. Which is on time. All right. Your whole the whole thing about you as a brother that's steady pushing this truth, you should be around, all right, men of understanding. And men of understanding gonna be who? The other brothers that's preaching and teaching his word with you, man, that's in this fight with you, doing the will of the Lord. You shouldn't be amongst 2/3, man. Because what happens when you're around 2/3? Things happen. All right. And they all pretty much are indulged in wickedness. All right, whether it be robbing, stealing, drugging, you name it, all the conversations. And like I say, this brother here is he can tell you, he can tell you for himself. When he first came around, to him, I was on another level. So to him, it would seem as if I'm tripping, not wanting to be around 2/3, not wanting to be around so many jakes. All right, because over time, the truth, you're supposed to get to the point where this shit is ignored. It ignores, aggravates you. That's what I want to say. It aggravates you, man. The conversation of different men, even these women, supposed to aggravate you, man, because they're not walking in righteousness, man. All right, they're not serving Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right, and you have to really get to the point. I've got the scripture right here too. I'm gonna bring it out. You should really get to the point and questioning yourself, man. If you're constantly around 2/3 all day, you're constantly around the areas, whether that be the hoods, whether that be the festivities, around 2/3 all goddamn day, man. And you having run-ins with them. All right, you are seeing other close calls, whether that be shootings, whether that be fights, other BS. You gotta start examining whether you in the faith or not, man. Or the Lord dealing with you. All right, but this is 2 Corinthians 13:5. It says, "Examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith." Okay. That's out the gate. You should be examining. Hey, man, what am I doing, man? It's 2-3 a.m. I'm on this side of town. I'm in the midst of these type of people. What I'm doing. All right. It says, examine yourselves whether you be in the faith. Prove yourselves. Know ye are not yourself, your own selves, how that Yahushua Hamashiach is in you, except ye be reprobates, man. All right. We shouldn't be around it. There's no possible way we should be around these type of people, this type of company, man. The company of men that we're supposed to have around us should be exhorting, uplifting one another. All right. We don't have to worry about you don't have to worry about, hey man, where my wallet at? You know, you patting your pockets because your wallet's gone, man. All right. Or you gotta wonder if this guy here, he looking at you a certain way, if you got a problem, man. You don't have to worry about that amongst the brothers, man.
Yeah.
You know, I got you want to give me that Colossians 4 and 5. I'm gonna get that one out of the way. I don't have them in random order, but we're gonna knock him out, you know.
John, this Colossians chapter 4, verse 5. It's like it says, walk in wisdom towards them that are without, redeeming the time.
Yeah, it's out the gate, man. It says, walk in wisdom towards them that are without. Who are the people that are without? Those who are without the truth. All right, you have to walk with wisdom around these folks, man. All right, they, you know, and because most time, Jake, when you go into these environments that is mostly predominantly Jake, what's going on? All sorts of things, all sorts of wickedness, man. So why you place yourself instead of placing yourself around spiritual men doing the works or doing something spiritual, you placing yourself amongst other this wickedness, man. Constantly. All right, you're doing other things that is not beneficial to the truth, man. Or you're entangling yourself with other people that's not doing things, all right, that's beneficial to this truth. You know, something wrong there, man. It says, walk in wisdom towards them that are without, redeeming the times. Because what are the times that we're in? We in the final few seconds of Jacob's trouble. All right. We're in a sense of these prophecies finna hit, man. All right. All hell finna break loose. But what are you doing? That's the question. And like I said, this is for you younger brothers, man. You shouldn't be hanging out. And I don't know why it's like that out here, man. But Jake loved to hang out at the gas station. You know that gas station I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
that one gas. We got about 5 or 6 of them throughout the whole city. The ones on Chef, the ones on you got Martin Luther King, Gentilly.
And the AWOL, right? The little shell and the AWOL on Galvez and you know, right there, man.
Yeah, man. You shouldn't just be hanging out there like a hangout, man. You know? Oh, this burger. You gotta be around this burger joint. You gotta be around this particular lifestyle. Like I say, you know, they do what they want, but hey, you gotta start honestly looking at the company you keep, man. All right, which, like I said, a lot of you younger brothers fail to realize that you gotta bring, if the Lord chose you to wake up to this truth, you have to come to the truth. You can't save everybody, man. You can't bring these other guys with you. You know? Let me see something.
I got you.
Real quick, precept this one with the one I brought out this weekend. 2 Chronicles 1 and 10. You know?
You want me to get it?
Yeah, get that real fast for me.
All right, come on. 2 Chronicles 1 verse 10. It says, give me now wisdom and knowledge that I may go out and come in before this people. For who can judge this thy people that is so great?
Yeah. It said, give me wisdom and knowledge that I may go out and in. You got to have wisdom and knowledge to go in and out amongst these tribes, man. And if you don't have wisdom and knowledge, you just get got, man. All right, like me and this brother here, He didn't grow over time to learn this, man. The stick and move, man.
Hit and miss. Yeah.
If I gotta go get my hair cut, or I gotta go get some sort of business done, I'm gonna be in and out. I'm not sitting there looking for a whole lot of conversation and a whole lot of hangout around these type of folks, man. It sound harsh, but it is what it is. All right. You know, but go ahead.
Yeah, or you find a way or avenues to do it in different areas. If you used to shop, you know, around your old neighborhood where that old man was at, where you still, you know, we still know people, you know, we spiritually transformed in this world. We didn't physically leave it. So we still live in the areas, and some brothers still live in the houses they lived in when they was doing all manners of things that they old man. And then you'll see some of those people that you have relationships with doing it. So then what you'll have to do is you'll have to learn to be discreet. Hey, I'm a shop in an area where Edom might shop at. You know, you got to start making adjustments, man. All right, you can't go to because the place that served the good food, all right, the hedge of the Lord ain't right there. You know, let's just be honest, man. You know, hey, Jake, man, it's a good spot to eat right here, but you niggas getting killed outside of it. You know, so that comes with judging. So if you're judging yourselves, that's the examination. We judging ourselves. You always bring it out like as it says a wise man with fear in all things.
Yep.
All right. You know, so the fear is just actually you using wisdom on, you know, basically you applying wisdom to every situation. Well, if I go over here, like you always say, brother, you like, I'll fuck a good night up with my woman. But brother, looking there, I don't know where ain't going in there. All right. Because at the end of the day, it's a spirit that comes with any place, particular place you in a city, all right, or amongst old friends, there's a spirit, all right, that's engulfed in that. And if you get in it, all right, you can get out of the spirit. Let me read this real quick.
Yeah, like I always say, if you get in the car with 2/3 partners and you got more sense, because you should have more sense than the people that you're in the car with, it's best to get out of that car, man. All right, that might be your last ride, man. You know, and I have that word discreet for you too, whenever you're ready.
You got it.
Yeah, the word is out the gate. The word discreet goes into meaning careful and circumspect. But I'm gonna go up here to the top. It says discreet, careful and circumspect in one's speech or action, especially in order to avoid causing offense or to gain an advantage.
Yeah, and that circumspect meaning brothers are well traveled, you know, and that circumspect going into being able to discern things all around you. All right, in a 360-degree angle, meaning everything you dealing with or your hand is doing, you're able to discern it within it. And if you can't discern things where you're going, it's probably not a good idea to go there. All right, because then now you're what? You wide open, you susceptible to attack. All right, you know, you're vulnerable. All right, and then you know you don't know the hedge or where the Lord. And this is another thing. Just because you got the wisdom of the Lord, you can't just go any goddamn well. All right, just you know, being mindful. You know, you can't just be sitting up or I'm gonna just apply this wisdom that I got. Nah, wisdom teach you to avoid things, not to go into it. All right, wisdom teach you to get out of things, not to go into things. All right, it teach you to avoid. So you have to know how to utilize wisdom. All right, that's a talent in itself, man. But even with using it, you have to know how to use it, bro. You got to redeem the time. The times are evil. All right, being circumspect, knowing where you at, what you're doing, knowing who's around you. The who, what, when, where's, and whys should always apply to a man of the Lord, man. All right, none of them should never get excluded.
Yeah, you should always be in the mind frame of, all right, understanding and wanting to change people, places, and things that you do, man. All right. And like I said, ultimately, you should be in the mood or in the spirit of walking on eggshells. All right, because anything can go down when it comes to 2/3. Anything can go down, man. All right, you gotta understand there's all sorts of demons and spirits are being conjured up around them, man. All right. They're not your friend. All right. And like I said, we coming from out of the world. You shouldn't be wanting to be around that type of environment of people anyway, man. That's why the brother read it early. He got it early because I was saving it. All right. Sirach 27 and 12. All right. I read it again. It says, if thou be amongst the discreet, we read in where it says the industry, not the discreet, but the industry.
Yep.
Right. Observe the times, but be continually amongst men of understanding. So you should need to be around men in the Lord, man. All right. Because guess what? When you start hanging around with those guys from the world, what happens? Them old world habits and vices start to get a grip on you and start to pull you back under. All right. And next thing you know, poof, you back in the world again, man. Smoking Swisher Sweets. All right. Committing adultery and doing whatever else you're doing. All right. Committing robberies, bank robberies, stealing cars. You know what niggas do, man. Go ahead,
Con, get Sirach 37, and I think it's gonna be 11, because what I'm about to read is gonna apply to how we ought to walk inside of the church. All right, but it's also gonna apply to the men that's outward. All right, or those that are without. This is 1 Corinthians 5. I'm gonna start at 9. It says, I wrote unto you in an epistle not to company with fornicators, like the brother mentioned in the lesson. All right, it's gonna be about bad company. All right, and that's just general. But having bad company is universal. Whether that's in a troop, it's a brother, it's your mama, it's your children. It don't matter. Like bad company applies. All right, to anybody that's a sinner. Go ahead. You want to say something?
That's across the board. You know, yeah. It could be a person that brings out a bad spirit in you.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
And most times that's family, man.
Yeah.
Right. Go ahead,
Con. It says, so this is an epistle that Paul wrote to not company with fornicators. Now we all know, all our little partners that we was in the world with. I believe every man can say, if you was in the world, depending on your walk of life, I'll be fair, that the men you was probably dealing with, more or less, was they not fornicators of some degree?
Oh, of course.
And the men in the world that we live in a place called New Orleans. All right, niggas are fornicators. All right, whether it be spiritual or physically. All right, spiritual or carnally. It says, yet not altogether with the fornicators of this world, or with the covetous, or extortioners, or with idolaters, for then must ye needs to go out of the world. Let me get this in NLT. It says, but I wasn't talking about unbelievers who indulge in sexual sin, or are greedy, or cheat people, or worship idols. You would have to leave this world to avoid people like that. So we haven't left the world or this earth to avoid the people who indulge in sexual sin, adultery. They cheating people. They are worshiping idols. All right. These people are around us day to day on our day-to-day walk. All right. It says, but now you got that Sirach 37, right?
You ain't said the other, what, 37 and what?
I think it was like 11. I think it's like about 11. All right, it's going to go into not the people you shouldn't deal with. And 12 should bring you back to a godly man. I think it's 11. I have to look at it. It says now, 1 Corinthians 5 and 11. But now I have written unto you not to keep company, if a man that is called a brother be a fornicator, or covetous, or an idolater, or a relicant, or a drunkard, or an extortioner, with such an one know not to eat. So if we not to do it with a brother who serve Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, how much more about anybody, a stranger, an old friend, an old acquaintance, or anybody that's not even serving the Lord? If we don't do it with a man that's supposed to be in the spirit, how much more the man that's walking in the world or in the flesh, man? So you got to observe who you're around. Okay. It says, last two verses. For what have I to do to judge them also that are without. Like you had said, walk in wisdom to those that are without. Do ye not judge them that are within? You see? So we are using judgment around the board. It says, it in the NLT. I'm gonna let you go after this. I got a long-winded, but Salakia, because I want to get all the way to the point to cover both sides of the spectrum. It isn't my responsibility to judge outsiders, but it certainly is your responsibility to judge those inside the church who are sinning. Now, this is the last verse. But them that are without, the Most High judge it. Therefore, put away from among yourselves that wicked person. I'm going to read that in the NLT. God would judge those on the outside, but as the scriptures say, you must remove the evil person from among you. So if an evil person is among you in the truth, he got to be removed. So if he as an evil person among you in the world, you already know what you got to do with that. Now bring that Sirach 37 out, and I'm going to give it to you, brother.
Sirach 37 and 10 says, consult not with one that is suspected thee, and hide not counsel from such as evil envy thee. My bad.
Go ahead.
Neither consult with a woman touching her of whom she is jealous, neither with a coward in the matters of war, nor with a merchant concerning exchange, nor with a buyer of selling, nor with an envious man of thankfulness. Thankfulness.
Yep.
Neither with an unmerciful man touching kindness, nor with a slothful man, nor with the slothful for any work, nor with a harlot for a year of finishing work, nor with a idle servant of much business. All right, hearken not unto these in any matter of counsel.
Didn't that cover the board with everybody that would be in the world? That's the hucksters, the nigga that's buying and selling, merchants, bitch ass niggas. I'm gonna say that, and the cowards in matters of war. Your little partners who you get into it for him, and he bail out on you. A jealous woman, all right, an envious man of thankfulness. You help a nigga, and the nigga just turn you evil, man. All right, or he still end up stealing something from you, or whatever. Running out on you. Yup. It says, no, with a hireling for a year to finish work. You do business with a nigga don't bring all the money. All right, shortcut you. It says you ain't supposed to hearken unto these in any matter of counsel. So every man you running in the world gonna fit this category. They're gonna fit something in it, and it didn't even cover the woman. All right, but read verse 12.
Yeah, verse 12 says, but be continually with a godly man. A godly man.
Go ahead.
Whom thou knowest to keep the commandments of the Most High.
Yep.
Whose mind is according to thy mind. All right, and will sorrow with thee if thou miscarry.
Because brother's gonna have mercy. That's when a brother sorrow with you if you miscarry, like if you misthink, you misjudge something. All right, a brother will rebuke you, then build you up. All right, edify you on a situation, give you the experiences. All right, of these things. And we'll say this brother and myself. All right, there's no discredit to other brothers because we don't really know, but we done been in the world. All right, we done been on that side of the spectrum, and brothers have been living for a while. All right, we wasn't born last night. We was born at night. All right, so brothers can give experience and takes of actually living in New Orleans and actually being in the streets. All right, this ain't no karaoke. This thing's brothers actually was experiencing the street life or whatever you want to call. All right, and the Lord, all right, blessed us to be able to come into the ministry and the walk, man, so we can change. But we have the experience of knowing what not to deal with, man, and what to stay away from. Okay, you got it, bro.
Yeah, give me Proverbs 2 and 10 and read down to 14.
Okay, Con. Proverbs 2.
Yeah, because the Lord basically
I got you.
Give us, all right, they ultimately gave us the gift for all gifts, which is just truth, man. All right, blessing us with the blessing us with the understanding of these scriptures, all right, and giving us the ability to grow our faith. What need to be around a bunch of faithless people and that don't, like I said, harken in the point, not serving the Lord, man.
Yep.
What means to even be around these areas amongst these people, man? All right. You got to know how to stick and move, man. You got to know how to get in and get out.
Yeah.
All right. Now you have some brothers that might have their own business, and you have to deal with these people. You have to, what's this marketing brand, sell your company, sell your product. All right. And that's different. That's the same thing, but different. But you got to learn, you have to learn how to stick and move, man. All right. Go ahead, Doc.
Yeah, you got to learn people. Like you always taught us coming up, you got to learn people. That's how you know how to deal with them. But if you never actually learn the spirit of people, the vibration of them, all right, the things they like to say and do, the things that they, their nature, the culture that they're in, all right, you can always be bamboo. You can always find yourself fighting up against the grain, going against the course of the river, battling, all right, frustrated. Because like you say, you got to learn what you're dealing with. And if you in the business of doing your own business, then you got to know what people you're dealing with too. This Proverbs 2:10, it says, when wisdom entereth into thine heart and knowledge is pleasant unto thy soul, discretion shall preserve thee, understanding shall keep thee. Yes.
Oh,
yes.
All right. All right, and we all, through the grace of the Most High, man, we all had the opportunity to have wisdom enter into our hearts, into our minds, man. All right, and basically that has preserved us. All right, the Lord has also grown us, given us, all right, like a plant, like a seed placed in the soil. All right, the opportunity to grow up in this truth, man. With growth, we had the time to have discernment, the time to have true judgment of good and evil. All right. So why all these things were placed on us? Why jeopardize or tempt the Lord by having bad company? All right. Because like I said, you can get lied on by these Jakes. You can actually get killed amongst these niggas, man. Jake be having people after them. Jake done wrong other people, and you sitting on side of them, man. And bad things happen. Bad things go on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, they got more. They got a lot more.
It says, discretion shall preserve thee, and understanding shall keep thee, to deliver thee from the way of the evil man, from the man that speaketh forward things, who leaveth the.
I got two of these too, because most time we use this for Esau. But how much more Jake? I believe the Lord said it in John, man. You of your father the devil, the lust of your father you would do. He was a murderer from the beginning. I'm just roughly paraphrasing. So two-thirds are just like Esau, man.
Yep.
Right? They ain't right. But here it is, you out there in the festivities, man. All at the parade, all amongst all of the biggest D boys in the city with the biggest goals. That's an inside joke. All right, you amongst all them, man, and you know what? Like I said, you know what they into. Jake slinging, Jake doing all. Hey, man, you shouldn't be around them. You should grow. You should learn to. Hey, man, you should really learn to be amongst yourself. When I say that with understanding. When I say be amongst yourself, learning yourself, learning to be. Because in the world we learn to be all. We got a family, we got a bunch of friends on the block. You got to be around them all day. From can't see in the morning, can't see at night. And when you start to grow in this truth, you learn to be independent, man. When I say independent, you learn yourself. You start to grow and learn yourself for as all right, your temperament. All right, you start to take a step back. All right, and then you start to actually learn other brothers around you, man. And then you grow to the point where you have bonds and relationships with other brothers, man. To where you want to be around them. Hey, what you doing? Oh, I'm about to swing over here. Well, swing by me, man. And then what happens with that? You fall into having spiritual conversations, man. Maybe videos. All sorts of things happen spiritually, man. You know, old man. I went by Ray house and me and that nigga had a fight, man. He drew guns was drawn on me, you know. But go ahead.
Yeah, you begin to learn you. When you become a loner and you get this truth, the Lord allow you to step so you can see what you was in, so you can learn what you was in, and you get to learn you, man. All right, it's the beginning of learning you, because you got to conquer you at the end of the day. But like you say, how can you do that when you're around a bunch of people that you can't see your image, man? All right, or what you actually involved in or engaged in, man, because you just inside of it. Man, that brother was talking. You really can't see what you're in until you step outside of it, man. And that's what the Lord do. All right, when He's transforming us into the Spirit and renewing our spirit, all right, what He does is He disconnect, like he disconnect you to connect with Him, man. All right, and ultimately for to find yourself. Verse 13, it says, "Who leave the paths of uprightness to walk in the ways of darkness, who rejoice to do evil and delight in the forwardness of the wicked."
Yeah. Yeah. Because like I say, when you deal with 2/3, them niggas rejoice in doing evil, man. They delight in the forwardness of they love to do wicked shit, man.
Yeah.
Right? They love to do wickedness, man. All right. You'll find yourself in lots of trouble in these areas and in amongst 2/3, man. All right. And I don't give a damn their family. You got to learn to disconnect yourself from family, man. You know? Let me see something. I had this too, but go ahead.
They got another verse. It says,
Okay.
Who ways are crooked and they forward in their paths.
Yeah, who ways are crooked, man. 2/3. Like I said, in a lot of sense, we use that for Esau, but you can also I have another one that is definitely talking about E, but you can use it for 2/3, man. They wicked too. Right? They do the same thing. They learn from the best on how to be wicked, how to backstab and do conniving things too, man. All right. Because what Jake doing, man? Jake eating abominations, Jake smoking, drugging, all while you in the midst of it, man. It's just a bunch of spirits jumping around, man.
Yep, I got that for you too.
And you can roll up there for a minute just to holler at your first cousin, your second cousin, your aunt, and what happened? The police that'd be your luck, man. The police roll by, Now you in too deep. Go ahead,
I'm gonna just back you up on you basically saying, our people is they fall to the devil and they got crooked ways. Because everywhere you align, our people are with Esau. All right. Well, align Esau, you can align our people to it. This is Jeremiah 5:26. It says, "For among my people are found wicked men. They lay wait as he that set it snares. They set a trap. They catch men."
One more time, right?
Con, Jeremiah 5:26. "For among my people are found wicked men. They lay wait as he that set it snares.
Yeah,
they set a trap. They catch men."
They lay wait. They strategically set traps and try to trap you up. All right. Like I was telling this brother about a dude, a childhood friend I know, man. He innocently he's trying to sell a guy. I forgot. I don't know if it was a gun or it was a cell phone. Yeah, I think it was a gun. There's a natural exchange. A legal exchange, of buying and selling. And what happened? The guy wound up killing him. And taking this shit from him, man.
Yeah.
You go there like that guy from LSU, that running back they had at LSU. He went there to buy a video game from a guy, man. And what happened? They wound up trying to rob him. He wound up having to kill Lil Jake, man. This is what they do, man.
Yep.
Why would you want to be around these folks, man? Why? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Why would even now, we got all these Mardi Gras And you know, hey, brother, you know what goes on out there, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
I've been watching some videos on and off. All you see is stampedes, people fighting over here, kids and shit getting ran over because people just stampeding thinking something bigger is finna happen, you know? What you want to be out there for? Go ahead, Doc.
Yup, verse 27. As a kid, well, we just read that in Sirach 37 to not to do business with merchants, man.
Mhm.
And if you're a man of the Lord, you shouldn't be going sell nothing to no nigga, man. You know, just I mean, you know, give it to a brother, pay the brother back in his time or something, brother, loan it and give it whatever it take, bro, just to not to do no business with a nigga.
At all.
Yep. Jeremiah 5:27. As the cage is full of birds, so are their houses full of deceit.
Mhm.
Therefore, they are become great, they wax and rich.
Where you was at? You still reading what?
Jeremiah 5:26, 27. I'm about to read the last verse.
Okay.
It says, they are waxing fat, they shine. Yea, they overpass the deeds of the wicked.
Yeah, they overpass the deeds of the wicked, man. And we go into that time and time again on the block in very different lessons, man. Our people just all out wicked. It's diabolical, man. You're right. They're right there. They're sitting right there on side the so-called white man. 2/3 of them, man. All right, they're sitting right on side this nigga, man. You know, I get it. I get it. We can finish that one out though. I get this one.
Good con. Nah, I had another one, but you got it.
Okay, this is Proverbs chapter 14. Oh, my bad. Proverbs chapter 4, verse 14 says, enter not in the path of the wicked,
Yep.
and go not in the way of evil men. Avoid it. Pass not by it. Turn from it and pass away.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I said, we use this for E, but you can liken it same as 2/3. They're the same way, man. All right, it says, for they sleep not except they have done mischief.
Yep.
And their sleep is taken away unless they have caused something to fall, man. And they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence, man. All right. So you go out there and you minding your business, you look at a nigga the wrong way. What can happen? You step on a guy's shoe by mistake. What can happen, man? Or you sit up there, you naturally just talk to a girl, and what happened, man? Jake don't even be the girl don't even be for Jake. Jake just want to start some shit, man. You know that, brother.
Yep.
The girl not for him. That's not his old lady. You know nothing. He just wanna go at it with you. But you have other brothers, you know, and like I said, I didn't see guys that I know in the past. You can't have that mindset like, oh, it can't happen to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good. I don't have those type of problems, man. You know, you can hold on deck too, brother. Isaiah 59:6 and read down to 8.
Con, I got one for you too. You want me to get that first? You
and hold on, hold on deck. Exodus 23:2.
Okay.
Whatever you got, you can bring it out before them two.
Con, that's the Rock 8 and 19. Because we, you know, brothers always, you know, admonish brothers, you know, to not be simple-minded. You know, don't be gullible. All right. Don't be open to any and everything, man. All right. You know, wisdom keep you kind of close knitted. All right, to be able to make judgments concerning the path of your feet or your goings. All right. This is also Rock 8:19. It says, open not thine heart to every man, lest he requite thee with a shrewd turn. And a lot of times, I give my partner, bro. I'm, since back in the day, I'm showing them love. And what happened is, you come back with a story, man, nigga backstab me, or this happened, or that happened, because you opened your heart, all right, up into men who don't have a respect for the spirit, they don't have a respect for righteousness, they don't fear the Lord, all right, and they live in a world of where they do anything they want to do, man. All right, a man like that gonna burn you
every time.
Any person, they gonna end up burning you. All right, because they're gonna requite thee with a shrewd term. So they're gonna repay you, and you're gonna be like, damn, bro, I thought we was this, we was that. All right. When a man don't serve the law, you gotta know this, or anybody for that sake, they'll do to you and say anything to you, man. All right, you have to be ready for that. Whether it's a family, a friend, old folk, all right, a kinfolk, whatever it be, all right, they'll do and say anything, man.
Yeah, they hold no loyalty to nobody, even themselves. What the scripture said, man being evil to himself, right? Yeah, man. When you hey, man, go ahead, brother. I was about to go there.
Yeah.
Go
man,
ahead.
you open your heart to every man, he gonna requite you with a shrewd term, man. All right, you gonna repent. You gonna feel that fire come back at your ass. This is Isaiah 59:6. It says, their webs shall not become garments, neither shall they cover themselves with their works. Their works are the works of iniquity, and the act of violence is in their hands. It's our people.
Yeah, it's our people, man.
Mm-hmm.
They violent at best, man. The areas that they're in are violent. Look at it, man. Just take it. Why would you want to be around there? Why would you want a different avenue to go down, man? Like this brother, no, I didn't done it. I've been driving out to his house, and he live in an area. He live in a wild area, man. I'm like, hey, brother, I ran out of. I'm about to run out of gas. What I done, brother? I didn't took a chance 10 minutes away to go get some goddamn gas, man. Yeah. I don't want to have to pump gas out there.
Yeah.
It's dark, grimy. Hey, Jake ain't the best, man. Jake seems that they're helping you
and rob
your ass, man. In the same breath. They'll take the same car that's running out of gas, man. So hey, man, I like I said, I don't, you younger brothers out there, man, you have to really evaluate who you keeping your company around, man. All right, or who you having around you constantly. All right, go ahead, Doc.
John, let me read this real quick. We on verse 7. This in the AI overview, this is being a product of your environment. This was what it means. It says your thoughts, behaviors, beliefs, and attitudes are heavily shaped by your surroundings, including your upbringing, culture, peers, and daily circumstances, man. Let me read that again. We could drop you could turn the video off on this one. Being a product of your environment. And the environment down here is very base. It's a base, is low, and it's in the spirit of, like you say, a lot of the uptown area is built on that's Indian burial grounds or cemetery. So I know it's like the Superdome and all that, and it's built in on top of like a cemetery or something like that.
Come.
And the streets, the names of the streets where we live, is the whole spirit and the culture of this place, the environment of this place. The people take on the environment of this place. There's a spiritual embodiment that the people take on the areas that they're around. That's why they go that second line and all that shit. Yeah, it was for the good, but it done been turned to evil, man. All right. Spirits of vengeance is around these places. It says being a product of your environment means your thoughts, behaviors, beliefs, and attitudes are heavily shaped by your surroundings, projects, old ass broken. The neutral ground. Yeah, this brother know in the area where he stayed, uptown New Orleans. All right. Well, where he used to stay or his upbringing. Jake know they got niggas out there right now playing cards or playing some of those on the neutral ground right now.
Sitting on milk crates, man.
No milk crates, old ass niggas. Talking
Been out
about what
there
they
since
did 200 years ago. Go ahead, you got it.
yeah, they've been out there since we was little boys, man.
For little boys.
Ain't nothing changed, man. They still got them old Jordan 6s on the power lines, man.
Yes, bro.
All right, hanging.
Hanging.
Glass, needles. Why would you want to be around that shit, man?
Crackheads, prostitutes,
Yeah.
drugs, infested.
And a lot of fast talking, man.
Yes.
Scheming and plotting going on, man. Like I said, I'm gonna get you to get in the I'm gonna get in the GNT, the same one you're reading. They go in some more, you know.
I got you. It says people attitudes are heavily shaped by your surroundings, including your upbringing, culture, your peers, and daily circumstances. All right. And people, like the brother said, people frustrated, people broke. All right, people hurting. You know, people ain't got no money. People ain't got jobs. People, you know, people that their wives leaving them, their women cheating on them. All right, so circumstances are doomed. You got it.
Yeah, I just found out my neighbor, one of my neighbors I know right here, that boy like 80 something. Him and his wife getting a divorce, man. I'm like, how the fuck y'all get a divorce at 80 something, man?
Y'all basically dead. Y'all,
like,
wow.
He like Tom, he's sick of her, she's sick of him. And they selling the house and every goddamn thing. I say, God damn, boy. Hey, man. Hey, this economy hurting people, man.
Yeah, man. The breakup gonna kill them. I having to travel from place to place. You know, like that'll have them partake to the spirit world. All right, having to do all this adjusting and moving and different things. You know, but you know, it's just we living in a broken world, bro.
Yeah, man. Everything is just not right, man. You know?
Yeah, you're right, I. But back in that Isaiah 59 and 7, you say you want me to read in the GNT?
Yeah, it go in.
Let me pull it up here, bro. That's so I can GNT. Read it right here.
You can finish it in that and then read it in GNT because the GNT go in too. You can
okay.
8.
Isaiah 59 and 7. It says their feet run to evil and they make haste to shed innocent blood. Their thoughts are the thoughts of iniquity. Wasting and destructions are in their paths. The way of peace they know not, and there is no judgment in their goings. Niggas.
Yeah.
They have made them crooked paths. Whosoever goeth therein shall not know peace.
Yeah, whoever around them, you don't know peace. That's why I said earlier, you need to evaluate whether you're in the truth or not, man. You constantly around amongst 2/3. You're constantly around and having dealings with these people. Not that you have to have dealings with them, but just because you just have a infatuation with being around your old way all day. All right. You know this. And this brother know what I'm talking about. Watermelon, chicken, and beer. You just hanging out in front of there. You know, when all that happens, and you know, you got to be from here to know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
down in front of there, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you would get hit with some shit and get knocked back to the future, like your boy say, in the front of you would get put in the newspaper, man. You know, man, wickedness go down over there, man. All right. Oh, I just want to hang around. You know, hey man, you know, Jay be tripping, man. Go ahead, Doc.
Con, this that Isaiah 59 and start from 7 in the GNT. It says you are always planning.
Hit 6. Hit 6.
Okay, Salakia. Verse 6. It says the evil plots you make are as deadly as the eggs of a poisonous snake. Crush an egg, out comes a snake. But your plots will do you no good. They are useless as clothing made of cobwebs. Yep. Yep. You are always planning something evil, and you can hardly wait to do it.
It's 2/3, man. So like, you know what I'm saying? That's the mind of 2/3 right there. Go ahead.
You never hesitate to murder innocent people. And man, a brother, we got a little testimony. We was talking yesterday, and the Lord, funny man. You know, I just speak on it briefly. It just was a Jake that I kind of knew since we went to middle school and elementary school, high school together, and I hadn't saw him in a while, but I kind of knew his temperament, of kind of like who he was as a person. You know, cause we growed up together, and I just heard him telling somebody some off the wall, wow. You know, I don't gotta say it, but it was wild, and I was like, damn, this was never his nature, his character. So I just told a brother on the phone while man was on the phone. I just approached him. They were like, "What's up, bro?" You like, "What's up, man? Saw you in a while." Ooh, but I had told the brother the real him, you know, and it was far from what he was telling people, man. But he was, you know, it just hey, bro. Everybody, like the elder say, bro. We always say on the phone, everybody out here playing, man.
Oh yeah, big time, man.
Everybody playing, man. But the Lord about to play with them. Verse
And it takes you to have growth and experiencing the truth to step back from all this to see that everybody's playing, man.
Playing, man. Yep.
It's just not real. Everything is is not what it seemed to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can't get caught up in the mix of BS. Go ahead, Doc.
Yeah. It says you leave ruin and destruction wherever you go. So and no one is safe when you are around. Everything you do is unjust. You follow a crooked path, and no one who walks that path would ever be safe. Come on, man.
Come on. That's plain.
God damn. Gee, I got something.
Hey, because
you got something else?
Yeah, I'm gonna get this one out the way real fast. Here you go. This is Exodus 23:2. It says, "Thou should not follow a multitude to do evil, neither shalt thou speak in a cause to decline after many to wrestle judgment." Man, the point is following the multitude to do evil. All right, you shouldn't be around. You know, you shouldn't be around Jake like that, man. You know, then you tell brothers. Oh, you might. I ain't seen that happen before, man. Jake, yeah, man, I'm about to take it in for the night, fellas. I'm about to go. Then you go by. Then, like I said, you pass and going home, minding your business. You know, you driving, turning the radio up a little bit. Then you look. That's the brother right there. The brother outside. Jake is outside. You know, one of the wildest boys there is, man. You know, or you go in the place. Before you get brothers go into place before they go home, you might Jake might get a little squig or something, or try to catch the game or something like that. And the same brother who said he was going home, he in there. You know, come on, man.
That happened before, bro.
Oh, that happened before. I got Proverbs 6:16 and down to 19.
Yeah, I got one in Proverbs too. So however you want to do it.
Okay, and I got probably after that one more. But I get it. This is Proverbs 6:16. It says, "These 6 things doeth the Lord hate. Yea, 7 are abomination unto him: a proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood.
Mm-hmm.
A heart that devises wickedness and wicked imaginations." All right, and feet. All right, feet that be swift and run into mischief.
Mm-hmm.
All right, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord amongst brethren. All right, and those are the things the Lord hate, man. You know, especially like I say, those that run feet that run swift to mischief, man. Why would you want to be around these folks, man? Why would you want these people around in the midst of your company, man? You know, all they're gonna do in the long run is burn you. all right, plot against you. All right, because these are the same people, all right, that have plotted and they killed the prophets back then, man. All right. But go ahead. What you got? You got that other one?
Yeah, Con, I got it. It's quick. Proverbs 22:3. I'm gonna read it in NLT though. It says, a prudent person foresees danger and takes precautions. The simpleton goes blindly on and suffer the consequences. So a lot of times, a lot of men, like you said, they defy the things. They don't go against their better judgment. You should never be going against your better judgment, man. That's an old cliche that Jake used. I went against my better judgment. But then when you think about it, well, what the hell you was judging? What was you reasoning with, man? It says, I think a righteous man, reason it with wisdom. I gotta get it. It's a rock. I'll give it right back to you, bro. I think it's 14 and 20. Yeah. It says, blessed is the man that doeth meditate good things in wisdom, and that reason it of holy things by his understanding. So when you became holy, you have separated yourself, like it tell you in Proverbs 18. All right, he that in the meditative with wisdom have separated itself. So that separation comes by way of old friends, old acquaintance, old relationships. All right, you start to separate and break off of that because you know you can't serve the Lord with keeping a connection tied to it, man. All right, you have to learn to what? To take precautions. All right, and what? Take different angles, man, about how you going about things. But if you be simple, all right, you're gonna go on and you're gonna suffer the consequences. Because it's consequences for us being simple and define our judgment, man. You got it.
The Lord took us out of that old life, man. All right, from the grips of Satan to this marvelous truth, man. You shouldn't want to be back indulged with that old man.
Come.
Like, what are you doing?
What you doing, man?
Yeah, I got this one here. This should be the last one.
Come.
You see, yeah, I'm looking at everything. This should be the last one right here. Okay. Okay. Yeah, this is the last one. You know, it's oldie but goodie. This is 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 20. It says, for after they have escaped, after they have escaped the pollutions of the world. And that's what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be escaping the pollutions of the world, man. Not going back around it. Not still dealing with that world. Because I'm gonna say that, man, that black culture, that is another world, man. Yep. All right. And that world is dark, it's grim, it's wicked, all right. It's a cesspool of wickedness, man. And we said when the Lord brought us in this truth to escape that world, all right. After they have escaped the pollutions of the world through the knowledge of the Lord, our Savior, Yahweh Shah Mashiach, they are again entangled therein and overcome. Because that's what happens when you start to hang and deal amongst these people for thrills, for laughter, for comfort. You get entangled therein and overcome.
Oh.
Say, bitch, take a little of this right here. Hey, bitch, try this. They give you a cup. It's a cup of lean, man. You know, the cup is laced with something. All type of shit can happen, man, amongst niggas. I'm gonna just say it, man. It says that they are again entangled therein and overcome, and the latter end is worse with them than the beginning. You know, anything you know, you off, man. You know, come with me, bitch. Let's hit a lick. That's how them niggas talk down here, man. Next thing you know, you're scaling from a roof of Rouse to go take the safe out with him, man. Like it's Mission Impossible or something.
Absolutely.
Next thing you know, you're serving umpteen years in jail. That's all is around 2/3, man. Jail and debt. All right.
Okay.
This brother done heard me many nights out there on our old spot, man. Let's go. Cause somebody gonna die tonight, man.
Somebody about to die.
Niggas out here, somebody about to die, man. You can feel it. That's one thing about being in Louisiana. I'm gonna say Louisiana as a whole, man. Really anywhere in Babylon, but really, when you amongst, and like I say, I because different amount of brothers, they know the city and the state they in. They know them niggas, man. You should know them niggas to the point where it's time to move around. Like I said, and the brothers that's amongst my age and the truth, I learned, even when I didn't visit other camps, I learned stuff from them brothers. When them brothers go out amongst in the street, man. Like that brother Ariella said one time, it's best to get the VIP section from amongst these niggas, man. You gotta walk to the club and bump them. You know what I'm saying? Niggas start some shit. I'm in the VIP over here. I'm away from that shit, man. Oh, in most cases too, man. Amongst brothers bring the party to us, man. You ain't gotta be around all that shit, man. But it seemed, like I said, a lot of, and like I said, we didn't see guys. I didn't seen a lot of guys come in or come around the camp, and they can't shake that life, man. Especially down here, you just can't shake that life. And then when you tell them something, well, they got people in the hood too. They got that Tupac spirit on them, man. They trying to save every Jake in the hood, man.
Yeah, for real.
You can't save these niggas, man. You can't save every Jake that you walk it by, man. All right? It just ain't gonna happen that way. 2/3 on this side is slated for debt. All right? I'd be too spooked to be hanging around, man. I don't want to get hit with the most I finna hit them with, man. Being around them. But that was it on. Let me see. Let me check it.
Yeah, that was the price of coming into the truth. You was taking in exchange for the world. Now, would you rather be somebody else out the world and you get put back in the world to be judged with the world? I mean, hey, when he grabbed Noah out of the world, you think Noah was like, well, let everybody live and let us die. So we being translated, as Enoch. I'm gonna read this and we could get out of here in the Wisdom of Solomon full, brother. All right. We're experiencing that same transition that Noah experienced, where the Lord took the world in exchange for him, man. And that's how it gotta be. Now, we're gonna have relatives, we're gonna have loved ones, we're gonna have a lot of people that get taken in the world, all right, but the Lord took you out of it. So take your pick, man. Hey,
you gotta be selfish on this one. You gotta be selfish on this one and be happy for yourself, man. Happy for the brothers who the Lord walking up around you, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
What's it like?
No, you got it.
Yeah, the battle rapper you like, what his name, Lux?
Yeah, Loaded Lux.
Lux said, would you kill the world to save yourself? I don't think that was wise. All right, but the other way, but he was right. He like, would you kill the whole world to save yourself and you just live alone? So that's how you got to look at the gift of the Lord of the elect. The Lord, like, I cherry pick you, all right, and I'm gonna kill all the other people, mostly everybody else, but I'm gonna keep you alive. But that got to be in exchange for you, all right. But this is Wisdom of Solomon 4 and 11. It says, yea, speedily. I'm gonna read 10, and it's talking about Enoch. All right, it says, he pleased the Most High and was beloved of him, so that living Elijah, so that living among sinners, he was translated. Yea, speedily he was taken away, lest that wickedness should alter his understanding, or deceit beguile his soul, man. So the Lord don't take us, all right, even this on a physical level too. If he don't take us and remove us away from the evil, all right, it's gonna alter your understanding and it's gonna beguile your soul, man. Yeah. So to the saving of your soul, you're gonna have to pick one, man. All right, you got it though, bro.
Yeah, because you shouldn't. And then when you see, if a person shoots a film or a video and they see you around, you look just like the 2/3 around you, man. You can't tell the difference. Because like I say, and like I say, and some Jake haven't fully shooken all the way, fully shooken themselves from the world. All right. Your conversation is of the world. What else? Your walk, everything, man.
You say your conversation, my bad. Yeah. Your handling of the ministry. Your brotherly love is just, it's gonna be of the people you surround yourself with, man.
Yeah. And what happens, you gonna start to treat the Akim as if those people that you hang around, you're gonna treat brothers that way, man. Define orders, define, all right, the leadership. That's what niggas are defiant to anything, man.
Yeah.
All right, and that happens with that same spirit seeps into you. All right, and then when you come around brothers, you just defiant, you're rebellious, and like I say, in the times we ain't dealing with that shit, man.
Huh?
But go ahead, Doc.
Nah, that's point made, bro.
Yeah, so with that, we hope this lesson was edifying to the point. As always, we're gonna finish off by giving infinite honors, infinite praises to Yahweh by Shem Kadash. Once again, double honors to the elders apostles of Great Millstone. All right, peace, blessings, and salutations again to the whole select out there. Until next time, Shalom, and a ba and Kwame Shalom.